Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out, check them out. But first, stay on this one. I'm happy making the video, making fun of him for it, but I'm also pretty disappointed, as I'm sure you can imagine. But we also already knew where this was going. You guys read the title, you saw the thumbnail. I'm not about to sit here and beat around the bush and not exactly say what I'm talking about. We all know what I'm talking about here. President Joe Biden, he has pardoned his son Hunter Biden from federal gun charges, actually from a lot. We're going to get into some of that too, but we're mainly going to be talking about the federal gun charges and why it's kind of just a big middle finger to all of the American people, especially everybody who is pro Second Amendment like I am. Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about it. Joe Biden, the same person who has constantly pushed for gun laws, constantly pushed for accountability and responsibility to be held against people who might or might not have committed gun crimes. And the reason why I say that is because certain judges under the Biden administration, I mean, it's been a mess the last 4 years, guys. We've been covering a lot of it on this channel, but regardless, the same Joe Biden who wants all these gun laws in effect, who essentially would want us to be in federal prison under federal gun charges if we had a high capacity magazine, which really just means more than 5 rounds, 10 rounds, something like that. Which that's a majority of handguns out there, guys. My whole point is that this same Joe Biden has pardoned his son Hunter Biden from federal gun charges. One, where are your morals? Where is your spine, bro? Where is your, come on, man. All that, wanting people to take accountability and responsibility immediately out the window for your crackhead son. And some of y'all might not like that I'm being so blunt about it, but yes, Hunter Biden is a crackhead. We all know this. If you guys actually have paid attention, we all know this. There's literal videos of him weighing out crack on a scale. There's no denying it. There is no denying it. Okay, now that we've gotten that done, I will play devil's advocate here. I can understand that a father will do anything he can to protect his children. I 100% understand. I hear you. I get it. 100%. What I can also say is, especially the bond between a father and son, if they're tight, dude, it's almost an unbreakable bond. Now, do I know whether or not Joe and Hunter are that way? I have no clue. I don't know these people. What I can say, though, is simply the fact that I'm not sitting here saying, oh, he pardoned his son, he shouldn't have done that. I probably would have done it too. But you know what I wouldn't have done? I wouldn't have, since he caught the charges, been lying to people, saying, yeah, well, I'm not going to pardon him. I'm not going to give him an out. He's going to have to deal with it himself. There's been countless cases where Biden has said, no, I'm not going to pardon him, where I believe her name is Karine Jean-Pierre, who is a speaker for the White House, if I'm not mistaken, on her position. Regardless, she really doesn't do anything other than do a lot of talking. She, on several occasions, also has spoke for Biden in this case and said, no, he's not going to use his pardon for his son, Hunter. Okay, so why, for however many months, they've been saying, no, we're not going to use this pardon for Hunter, then they decide to do it. Okay, if you guys were already going to do it from the beginning, you could have just been honest about it and people would have actually understood it more, and you wouldn't have been looked at as such a liar and a hypocrite. I don't blame you for wanting to keep your son out of prison, okay, because let's be honest here, Hunter does not look like he would fare well in prison. Now, federal prison, I'm sure president's son, he's probably going to be at the easiest prison out there. That's besides the point, though. I can understand wanting to keep your son out of prison. I get it. I get it, guys. But lying about it is the issue. Be a man. Say, yeah, I'm going to pardon my son. That's my son. What do you think is going to happen? Come on, be honest. It makes sense. It does. But lying about it, that's really where it bothers everybody. Now, the hypocrisy, the lies, the deceit of it all. All right, I'm sorry, but it's one thing to say that, yeah, he's lied to us. But some people truly believed those lies. Some people were actually deceived into thinking, no, he's not going to pardon his son. And what does this show you? That Biden, at least, Joe Biden, is a grade A liar. That is all he has done throughout his entire campaign, throughout the entirety of his term. He has done nothing but lie. Now, with that being said, I'm more than aware this video isn't going to be 10, 15 minutes long. I know it's going to be a shorter video, but I just had to speak about this. I couldn't just let this one go. It is such a big deal for everyone to understand that, yes, we get why he did it. We don't understand why he lied. We understand why he pardoned his son, because it's his son. Why did you have to lie about it? And now, with that being the case, since you've sat here and pardoned your son, said, hey, we really don't think he should have to deal with these federal gun charges, why have you not sat there and re-examined or reevaluated your stance on the Second Amendment in a majority of these gun charges that have been put on other people, let alone just your son? It makes no sense, because they are hypocrites. They don't care about the average person protecting themselves. They care about themselves being protected. They don't care about the average person going to prison for being able to protect themselves. They care about themselves not going to prison. You see what I mean? In the end, guys, I think what we've seen here is a clear middle finger straight from, well, Joe Biden, a 4-decade careered politician. I don't know what else to tell you guys. That's something that we should have all kind of expected to see. I expected him to pardon Hunter as well. I mean, I truly did. I mean, whether or not people fully believed Biden when he said that was a whole nother thing. I mean, dude, you guys don't understand how many people have come up to me surprised about it. That's the thing. People have come up to me surprised about the fact that Biden bailed out Hunter. And it's just such a big issue for me. All these people that are in prison still for these very charges, don't care about them. Oh, you know, Hunter Biden owning a gun despite being a crackhead, lying on a 4473, don't care. There are people who have lied on a 4473 and it be a very minor thing to lie about, and they still got charged. Let alone something as big as being a crackhead, being addicted to crack cocaine. Now, I promised I would talk about this as well, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but on top of being pardoned for federal gun charges, he also has been pardoned for any crime that he may, or crimes, that he may or may not have. Why would they word it like that? We'll see. Any crimes that he may or may not have taken part of, been part of, or committed within the last 11 years. 11 years. So since 2013. Or, I mean, I don't know exactly how it's going to work if the day the pardon is issued, 11 years from then. I'm not sure exactly. But all I'm saying is that anything that Hunter Biden has done illegal within the last 11 years has now been pardoned. Why did he have to go that far back? The federal gun charges, I don't believe, are from that far back. Why is that such a big deal here? Why did he have to go 11 years back and say anything? It shows that Hunter has been doing some stuff that realistically we all kind of have an idea about. But when it truly all comes to light, that's why he did it. Because he's trying to keep his son out of jail. Which, again, we're not going to sit here and act like we wouldn't want to keep our sons out of jail. However, in the end, you also got to realize if you're the president, you do have to make some good calls here. You can't really sit here and say, yeah, my son can get away with 11 years worth of crime. That's dropping the ball, Joey. You dropped the ball. But with that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I knew this video was going to be more of a rant style video. I was aware. But in the end, come on, guys. Are you freaking kidding me? This man sat here for months on end, told us, no, I'm not going to bail out Hunter, basically bail him out, but pardon him. Better way of saying it. I don't want people to be like, oh, he didn't bail him out of jail. I don't want to hear those arguments and deal with it in the comments. He sat there for months on end claiming he wouldn't pardon Hunter. Let me see here. The White House spokesperson sat there and spoke for Biden several times and said, no, the president said he's not going to pardon Hunter Biden. Okay, cool. So then why lie about it and then go do it? If you were going to go do it, just say, yeah, I was going to go do it. It's a big middle finger. It just shows how much of a liar, how much of hypocrites they are, how much of deceivers They are. It's one thing to lie to somebody and them not believe you. It's one thing for them to be deceived by your lie. Remember that, guys. But with that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And whether or not you agree with me about my opinions on this situation, it's more than fair that you can disagree with me on this. I'm sure a lot of people will. But whether or not you agree with me, go ahead and comment down below why or why not. I want to hear why personally. But after that, make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.